Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to episode 10 of my Terra Invicta series. Um, 11. I cannot for the life of me remember how many of these things I've done. But episode 11 of my Terra Invicta Humanity 3 series. Getting back in where we left off, we have changed our priorities around. We've dropped down on government a little bit, as we no longer need to keep increasing it at as fast as possible. However, we're still working on that. Knowledge is going up as well, and that will make us better research income, but it will also bring our cohesion up to 5. Knowledge will bring it to 5, so if you're above 5, it'll bring it down. If you're below 5, it'll bring it up. That's definitely something we want as well. We're still working a little bit on mission control, but we're not using all of it because of alien hate, so it's not a big priority. And we are at war with the Panama. Now, I'm pretty sure it will not allow us to take all of the Panamanian Confederation because they're just federated and not unified. But I do want to see if it's Belize. Yeah, it's a non-hostile claim they need. I'm not sure why it's a hostile claim. What about for Costa Rica? Yeah, Panama has a non-hostile claim on the Costa Rica capital. So I don't know why it's... Also, I can't see any of that anyways. Not sure why it's like that. Kind of annoying. I do want to quit that. And then go into welfare, I suppose. But they're not going to be around for much longer for it to really matter. By Shah, we're going to want China to go to peace in the Chinese-Mongolian War. So we'll have you set national policy. Shigure, you sabotage project. You go here to tech. We can sabotage your ultraviolet arc laser cannons, but it's not high enough to do anything. And we can sabotage transnational coordination or coexistence pact, though it's not high enough to do anything, not to be worth it. 'Cause if you look here, sabotage, you can move up to 5,000 research points. That's really only if you get a, I can't think of the word, critical success, but you definitely want to use it when there's more than 200 and 500 research, or you just wasted that, because you can only sabotage once, thankfully, or else the aliens will just keep re-rolling sabotage and you get nowhere. So, not doing any of that. For these, yeah, they're all exclamation marks because we're full. So if we do it with this with Shigure, it's just going to go into our stockpile, which is totally fine. But I don't really care about any of those. Priorities. Actually, can you demand anything? You can demand Mandalay. Where is Mandalay? That's Bangladesh. That's Dhaka. Mandalay, Myanmar, right here. We can declare war on Kazakhstan, Laos, and Kyrgyzstan. Actually, if we just go... We probably shouldn't because we don't have enough cap for this. But that'd be 8. It'd be over 8. It's really not bad. So if we do a coup, 90% chance to get that. Kowalski, I'm going to have you investigate that guy, just for the heck of it. For our counselors, none of them can grab augments. Obviously, none of them can grab organizations. If we find something fantastic, we are going to swap it out. 2 and 38. I'm pretty sure we're all full on better ones. 3, 3, 3, 2 and 23, but this is a 3-star, so that wouldn't work. 3 and 40. Those are all 2 stars. So, looks like no. Looking on our ships, all factions. Ship construction, we're building 2 battleships here. Going to be 300 days. Because they only ship yards and not space. Or, I can't remember what the tier 3 version is, but they're tier 2, not tier 3. But I think that's everything that we really care about. So we'll go ahead, put on the 5-speed, and continue on with our mission.
I will help them.
Advise mission.
Lending my
Advise
expertise.
mission.
We've got some intel on our targets.
Well, the critical success on this academy counselor. Ku and Lao. Completed the orbital light defense arrays and the information science centers on Leo Tier 2 info, which is fantastic. 77th Group Army has arrived in Tashkent. Will seek peace for the Chinese-Mongolian War. We do want to go to Lao. This way we can unify normally. We finished the Energy Research Center as well. Pulling in 171 research per day. Everyone is in Tashkent. Fantastic. Romeo 56 is headed towards low Mars orbit. They're now in low Mars orbit. By Shaw was spotted.
Standing by.
Should probably have him go to ground. Not defend interests. There's go to ground. We'll have you go do it in Taiwan.
Going into hiding. Standing
Ship
by.
here. I want you to do a control nation.
Taking control.
In Lao. Just making sure that you're doing it in
Standing by
Lao.
for orders.
Or Laos.
Work for you now. At your service.
Faustina, investigate counselor.
Surveying target.
See if you can't find another alien. Shigyur. Prosperous, I don't really care about. Investigation, I do. Though you aren't doing a whole lot of investigating.
Offering support.
Victor 337 has launched towards low Mars orbit.
Silent.
By Shah has gone silent. Gone to ground.
Person of interest surveilled.
We found a protectorate counselor. We've taken control of the Panamanian region. Panama has in fact been taken over, but not the other two. Our life science finished. That's on Mercury. No, it's not. That's in low Earth orbit. This is not what I wanted to be in. Oh well. Science 25. Here, policies. We confederate with the Costa Rican Federation now. See, why can I... Okay, well, whatever. That's what we'll do then. I do also want to see what China's cooldown is for North Korea. North Korea, March 28th. Service at Persia initiative out of Chechnya. Failed that controlation. I do want to go ahead and turn these guys home. Path all armies home. And then Costa Rica can unify this turn. So we'll have Baisha come here, set national policy.
On my way to the capital.
Faustina, keep going with what you're doing. I believe it's everyone. Faustina, I want you to grab a command. Fantastic.
Offering counsel.
Surveillance complete.
Policy direction complete.
Federation with Costa Rica. Victor 337 is in low Mars orbit. They're attacking their resistance. They defeated their resistance. Not pretty good. Not very good at all.
Don't let them find out.
Got a critical success for taking over the control point in Laos.
Cleaning things up.
$471 headed to a low Earth orbit. Baisha was spotted again.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
October 25th, I can do that. Shigur. We shall go ahead and sabotage you.
I'm going in.
Baisha.
For orders.
Public support there. Here.
Making our case.
Advanced climate modeling is finished. Not that I'm doing a whole lot of that, but it will. I do want to grab advanced rail batteries, because that's what we're going to change those battleships to, is rail batteries. They're just better. I've been talking with a couple people on the Discord, and they've all ran different scenarios, and they found that the rail cannon Mark IIIs are better than the coil guns, because they're just more
I have new information.
consistent, is the word I'm looking for.
We've hacked their research data.
Transnational coordination. Set that back 5,000-ish, 4,000-ish.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
And 93% occupied. I don't know what this star means. guess the leader. Huh. Cool. Yeah, anything I want here. Xenophore is getting out of control.
Standing by.
Faustina, I want you to... This isn't Harbin, but... Is it Harbin? No, Ulaanbaatar. This is Harbin. Ooh, yeah, it is.
We're
Alright,
going in.
we'll go ahead and destroy some of that. We don't have a bunch of megafauna showing up like we did last playthrough. Resume training in Uzbekistan.
Offering support.
They won't know what hit them.
Thermal mining techniques. Uzbekistan, we can federate. Do we not have a claim on it? Tashkent. Oh, would you look at that? We don't actually have a claim on that. Well, shoot. What was I thinking of then? Dushanbe? No. Bishkek? I might just be going insane. Okay. Well then. Definitely have here, Hanoi. Is it Hanoi or is it Ho Chi Minh City? What's the capital? Pretty sure it's Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, Ho Chi Minh City. And then Vientiane. Right here. And then Bangkok. Right here. Okay, so I don't have any claims over there. I don't... Just did that for the love of the game, I suppose. Deploy all the armies down here. Actually, we'll go here instead. Continue.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Policies. If I go here to Costa Rica, I can unify May 13th.
Target destroyed.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Reporting in.
We can declare war on Bangkok, right? Or on Thailand, I guess. Don't declare war on the city. Declare war, Taiwan, no. Indonesia, Thailand, yes. I want you to go set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
I do need to be careful because after a while I'm pretty sure I will start incurring penalties to cohesion. Though I'm totalitarian, so I'm not really sure how that affects things. I'm not seeing anything here, so confirmed. And let's get crack-a-lackin'. And megafauna is now all in Brazil instead of in Africa, like last playthrough. But Victor 245 is launched towards low Earth orbit. All of our guys have arrived. Actually, not all of them. Not sure why only one of them left, but
We hold no sway in their minds.
that was more than a little annoying. Our 2 battleships have finished. Trans-interface warfare is nearly finished. Platform core construction and space dock have been finished out there.
Mission
Fantastic.
complete.
Demand claim, Mandalay. Actually, I'm curious. Demand claim. No. Would declare war on Thailand. China's asking North Korea and its attack on... I'm not sure why the US and A is being drug into this. But sure, join, repeat, continue. Because the US and A was sure not asked if they wanted to join this war. Deploy. Oh, they can't even. Whoops. Because we're not allies with Laos yet. I believe we can though now. Yes, ally. We can now go through them. Shift right click. Fantastic. Hilarious though that we got drug in. You'd think they would, ask. But especially as a player, okay, do you actually wanna join this war against yourself? And the answer would be no, but since they didn't ask, couldn't really say that. Jupiter. The moons of Jupiter. Seeing if there's any that are particularly high in fissiles, that would be number 1. Looks like no. So Europa here. 96, 102. Still can't. Earth rockets can't reach there, even though I got a construction ship. There's construction field nearby. So we'll go to a ship designer. Escort, corvette, frigate. Power plant, radiator, utility modules, fission outpost kit, fission platform kit, mobile space platform ISRU module, and I'll do advanced marine, why not? Hull weapons, 40mm. I will just give you 2 of those, with a light coil cannon as the nose weapon, and then some armor that we're not actually going to fill out. Fly propellant tanks will give them 50 KPS. Eight will give her 80. And she's going to be an outer system colony. Now if I go here to the howitzer class frigate, we built in 120 days. We'll build 2 of them. Not feeling swanky like that. And more likely, they're probably going to be zapped by aliens. But all up here. Okay, cancel. And come here. I'm not sure why you can't do that. Everyone else is doing just fine. Ultraviolet arc laser batteries are finished. We're going to go ahead and grab the improved coil cannon, because we want that heavy siege coiler. That one is better than the railgun batteries by a significant proportion. What army? Okay. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Newly finished with interface warfare. Drop that down. For our counselors, Shigir. Got one in
Let's
Budapest.
see what we can find.
Ooh, oh, I can't do anything about that because I already disrupted it. Continue.
Lending my expertise. I will help them.
Do want to see Lao. We can federate in 50 days, I think. Victor 484 is in low Earth orbit 1, headed towards my material research center. So that's not very cool. It's a cruiser, 2 cruisers, 3 frigates, and a Titan, which seems a little bit overkill for 2-layer defense arrays. But you do you, pal. We're going to go ahead and save that. Save this template. And they're going to blow it up. Which is not very cool of them. Sorry, it's not even that, it's a single layer defense array. But it does have that 120cm ultraviolet arc laser cannon, coil gun battery Mark II, and the point defense arc laser turret. So we'll do that. We will auto-resolve. Just for shins and, what is it? Knits and shiggles, that's what I'm looking for. Go ahead and run this. Max speed. See if I can't get a better outcome. I doubt it, because they all have some form of kinetic weapon, and that's what's going to kill us. But we can do anything besides nothing, then we're already off at a better position than we were just auto-resolving. Missiles launched. They're launching plasma. Plasma cannot be stopped by anything. Yeah. Okay. Continue. Only hope is that they don't destroy it. They did. Because we annoyed them by doing nothing, I suppose. Rocket launch. Found an orbital. Low Earth orbit. Template. Materials. Apply. Oop, I do want to rename it. You are Leo Tier 2 Vets. We shall Save that. And then move you up. Fantastic. So it didn't destroy
Public
hate
opinion
at
remains
all.
unmoved.
I'm pretty sure it's because our hate is they created a floor ceiling. Sorry, floor ceiling, a heat ceiling whenever we went over this. Russia is conducting a series of snap military exercises near the border of Uzbekistan. The exercises come at a time of greatly increased tensions between Uzbekistan and Russia. The Republic of Uzbekistan fears that invasion is imminent. We can condemn the exercises as needlessly provocative. Cohesion decreases by 1. Public opinion in Uzbekistan turns away from us, and their military tech level increases by 1. We can mobilize our forces to match them. We don't have any armies, so we cannot do that. We can send operatives to sabotage the exercises. It's going to cost us 10 ops. Russia will lose 0.1 militech level and 0.6 cohesion. So we'll do that. Fantastic. National politics. Pakistan proposes ending its war with China and North Korea. We'll lose. Guess decline then. Russia's at 4.7 militech.
Target
The good thing about all this is that they're putting all of their control points, sorry, their IP, 6.6 of it, into just boosting the military. So that's pretty great. Harbin has been reduced. We'll have her go move to Shenyang in a bit. Trans-interface warfare has been finished. We can now do surface-to-orbit defenses, which will stop bombardments. And I believe will protect from nuclear barrages as well, I believe. It will increase maximum militech level by 0.5. We're currently at a max of 8, so nowhere near that. Upgrade our codex to space defenses, and we can go for... Eventually, army dispersion tactics will do damage from, I believe, nuclear barrages only. But it might be bombardments only, I can't remember. And then full spectrum combined arms, just a bonus to producing militaries. We're going to go ahead and grab diamondoids. We want that Titanic spacecraft. Right? Titanic spacecraft is Titans, so no. Fleet logistics. Space navies. Ships of the line, is that? Full tech tree is what I want. Fleet logistics. Ships with a line is dreadnoughts. That is what I want. Improved shipbuilding techniques is what I want. Space navies, no. Rival security, no. Advanced vision systems, no. Initial confinement, no. If we'll do advanced shipbuilding techniques, we want those dreadnoughts. Armies are in Chiang Mai. So I want them to be in Thailand or Bangkok, that's their capital region. Shigur, sabotage.
Breaching lab security.
Not really. What if you go ahead and you come here and get rid of that.
Gear up.
And then Faustina, you can go ahead and investigate that guy, I
We'll
suppose.
see what they're up to.
Yeah, here's full effect on combined arms, 5% boost to military.
Offering support. Lending my expertise.
Well, that's not very nice of you. 35% chance to crack down that control point.
Surveillance complete.
Oh, did find Alpha 1. The first alien I suppose to land. I think that's how that works at least.
People will come to our side.
Policies. We'll abandon this nation. We don't care about it really. Plasma tornado damages base. Miyoko base is struck by a plasma tornado. These occur when the plasma of the solar wind drives. We talked about this the last episode. We can get to the shelters, we cannot protect Miyoko base. Up to 4 modules are destroyed. We can rig up an emergency cooling system. It's gonna cost us 1,000 water, but nothing bad happens. There was a crackdown in Laos. So much for abandoning that nation.
Secure.
Army deployed to Bangkok. Army deployed to Bangkok. Paper Tiger, the soldiers of the 81st Army Group are massively underperforming compared to pre-war expectations. It appears the Chinese military planners were overly optimistic about the 81st Army Group's battle readiness. Days of live combat on battlefields and in and around Bangkok have unveiled a litany of issues that were papered over in peacetime: low morale, insufficient supplies, poor unit security, and situational awareness. And even entire formations on the books that appear to have never existed at all in real life. This is a real blow to China's image of strength, as well as its ability to use military force to achieve our political goals. Option 1, this war just became a lot more difficult. 81st Army Group suffers 40% damage to its strength. It's currently at 90%. We can call reservists to fill in the gaps of their army functions. Cohesion in China drops by 0.3, and 81st Army Group suffers 20% damage to its current strength. We can insert our own operatives to augment the troops on the ground. 58% chance of success. It suffers 20% damage to our current strength, 42% chance at a failure. Our public opinion falls on China, and it suffers 30%. We'll do this. It's cheaper. Failed it, because why would we ever win any of these? So our attempts to insert combat operatives to reinforce the 81st Group Army, I cannot speak today, and the Bangkok battlefield went awry when operatives unexpectedly encountered a formation of Thai troops who identified them as hostiles. Unprepared for direct combat with frontline forces, our operatives are swiftly annihilated and the survivors taken as prisoners of war. This any consolidation, the diversion created a battle created by the battle allowed the 81st Group Army time to rally and redeploy their forces. So it suffers 30% damage. We're now at 65%. So that kind of sucks. In a month, we can federate with Laos.
At
Shagir,
service.
I want you to come here and show this guy
My sights.
it's what. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Show him how you bang your mama. Exodus is going to try and steal improved shipbuilding away from us,
Offering assistance.
which is not cool.
Offering counsel.
Army dispersion tactics, yeah, they take 25% less damage from orbital bombardment. We have not been orbitally bombarded yet, so we're not super worried about that.
Target neutralized.
Boom shakalaka. His mama got banged.
We've got some intel on our
Xenoform
targets.
Alpha 1, found out some information about him. Victor 544 has launched on a trajectory towards low Earth orbit 1.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Victor 245 is in low Earth orbit. Shigir, I want you to investigate alien activity in Kazakhstan.
See what we can see.
India's got a couple alien megafauna roaming around as well, but they seem to be clearing it up pretty good. Nearly have all of Thailand under our control. By Shah, I want you to go ahead and pick up an espionage.
Ready for my mission.
Has anyone actually built exofighters? You have. You have not. You have. It's always the most annoying places, like Egypt. Why does Egypt have exofighters? What are you gonna do with them, pal? You don't even have a space program. Setting up dudes in cardboard and duct tape. Whatever. They're always so freaking annoying, too. I do wonder... North Korea, we cannot unify yet until the March. Then Laos, we can federate in 10 days. And then North America, they need to be federated until May 13th. I already augmented your capabilities, pal. Yeah, you're done. You're done, bozo.
I will report my missions complete.
Okay, back to the
I will report
riveting
mission is
war
complete.
right here.
Prepping for mission.
Hearts of Iron, tear your heart
Offering
out.
assistance, lending my expertise.
Victor 574 is on a trajectory for low Earth orbit 1 as well.
Person of interest surveilled.
Lunar risk management was stolen by the Academy. That was very not cool of them.
We're winning their hearts and
I
minds.
wonder who they stole that from, because we have some pretty good defenses. It's here, but I guess they don't need to do it off a counselor now anymore. Forgot about that. Nearly have control. Fantastic, we now have control of the Bangkok region of Thailand. Path all armies home. Victor 478 is headed to Mars orbit. Exodus fleet is on the Mars orbit.
Here's what we found.
Academy is posed to surpass us on deuterium protein fusion.
What's the op?
We are now the Pan-Asian Combine. We're gonna have Shigir come here, set national policy, federate with Laos, and then
Where do you need me?
we'll have Baisha keep on that.
Eyes on target.
Give you some ops so that you don't have as much of a chance to fail, though now that I've given you ops you probably are going to fail this higher chance.
Offering support.
Advised missions have completed. Armies are arriving home.
I have new information.
Ooh, I take it back. I apologize. Didn't realize you were built like that. not a critical success.
We've moved the needle.
61% public support. Armies are going to heal twice as fast as normal. Remember, we got that plus 1% to our healing factor. Advanced railgun batteries have finished. We're going to go for boom, 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 boom. Self-driving vehicles. Civilian phonetic computing would be pretty good. Prevent autopsy. Parasite scanners. Ships are built 5% faster. It would be nice, but we are working on Hydra biowarfare, so I don't really want to slow that down any. High thrust ergonomics. Solar mirror, actually, probably what we're gonna go for next.
Policy direction complete.
Federate with Lao. Nuclear test in Taiwan. Not very cool of them. Japan and the USA have ended their alliance. I'm surprised they haven't been taken over by this conglomeration of stuff yet. Like, this is insane. They're at war with Russia, the UK, and the ROC. Or the ROK. It's Republic of Korea. That's their other name, I suppose, not just South Korea, but Shigure, I want you to investigate this guy.
Initiating surveillance.
Nothing I really care about, to be honest. If we drop this guy, how silly are they going to get? 82%.
Taking them down.
I'll take the heat just to remove an alien counselor. I'm fine with that. %to give him a low cut fade. Success.
Mission aborted.
How's that for a haircut? Oh, I'm so clean with the lines, guys. So clean with the lines. Settlement core and settlement mining complexes have been finished
We're winning their hearts and minds.
out on those places, along with a nano factory and some defenses. Getting 6.3 water, 6.6 volatiles, 36.7 metals, 8.8 noble metals, and 0.88 fissiles per day. That's pretty dang good. 61% public support here in the Pan-Asian Combine. India 133 is launched on a trajectory towards Leo Tier 2 materials. They're going to get there in 5 hours. See if I can't dissuade him. Transfer. Cannot catch up to him. They're going to get there in 3.7 hours. Materials. We'll get there in 1.7 days. Something don't add up there. So we want to go... Where you come from, pal? Right here. 20 small ships. Do you think we could take them? We have 2 battleships now with the coil guns, and we have a bunch of torpedoes. But is the torpedoes gonna make it through all that PD? Ha 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 ha. I don't think so. Daniel Boone, however, does not have all this. Actually, if we just launch towards Matt's anyway. It's 1 ship, but they don't have anything done because it's all under construction still. So we'll transfer out there. They're not going to get there in time at all. Continue. Is destroyed. Shocker. Select. Select. We might be able to... Yes. Engage. Pop. Screen frozen. Engage. Wrap around. All I need is like 2 dudes. We will engage. And then auto resolve. Accept. Close. Oh, I do want to go back to... Nope, pause. Thank you very much. Balboa Station. Or Daniel Boone Station. Go there. And then plan a rocket launch. Orbital. Low Earth Orbit 1. Materials. Apply. Leo, not Lei. Make sure it's capitalized. Tier 2 mats. Save. Wish you could just drag these, that'd be nice. Fantastic. For Shigure, we're going to grab an investigation. Engage. Auto resolve. Accept. Select. Destroy the hab. Oh, I forgot that we have Marines on these. Do we care about the habitat? No, it's kind of garbage. Destroy. Close. And also, we can build it. For this station, air defense arrays, heavy fusion, materials, heavy fusion, Skunkworks, research campus, farm, heavy fusion, operation center, and then administration node. Oh, I do want them to return. Terra, transfer to shipyard, and then we're going to go from shipyard to mats. Then Shigir.
Standing by.
You're not worth much. You are.
Tracking target.
Faustina, investigate.
Tracking target.
That'll be all. Finished resupplying, go down to Matt's. Logan Station. This is going to be Leo 2, Tier 2. I would say campus. And then you're going to go up. To there.
Offering assistance.
Initiative is purging us out of Tashkent,
Offering counsel.
which is Uzbekistan, which I don't care about. I
We've got some
abandon
intel
that
on
nation
our
for a region.
targets.
Found a protectorate counselor. Munitions depot blast. A large explosion has occurred at an ammunition depot near Wuhan. Resulting fires were extinguished after a few hours, and an assessment of the damage took place. It appears a substantial quantity of ammunition was seemingly destroyed by the blast, so substantial that some Pan-Asian defense officials suspect this was a work of Cambodian operatives. We can say that accidents do happen sometimes. We'll lose 0.05 from our military technical level, and cause some public opinion in Pan-Asia Combine to turn away. We can accuse Cambodia of causing the blast. We'll lose 0.05 from military tech level. We'll gain 0.3 cohesion, but our public opinion will fall in Cambodia. Or we can conduct a full investigation into the blast. 57% chance it was an accident, that we lose 0.05 from Miltech. 43% chance it was a local crime. Might as well do that. It was a local crime. After investigation into local activities prior to the blast revealed that it was in fact caused by a local crime syndicate to cover up theft of arms from the depot, no doubt for resale for 2 other unscrupulous clients. We were able to recover the bulk of the stolen weaponry, and so long the Pan-Asian Combine defenses remained uncompromised. Cost us 5 ops. Not bad.
Target down.
Assassinated the initiative counselor.
Public opinion is moving in our
64% public support here in the Pan-Asian Combine. Initiative has purged the resistance out of Lithuania. They actually failed that. How do you fail a cracked down purge? That's insane. Unlucky, though. Unlucky. You can go away. Policies. For North Korea, be March 28th, so we have some time to wait.
At your service.
Patreon. For Costa Rica, this will be May 13th. I cannot remember how long these take.
Where to?
Set national policy. It is a 4-tick mission. I don't know how long. I think it's 10 days. I think it's 10 days. But we'll try it. Yeah.
Time to make our move.
Ready for orders.
Investigate him.
Initiating surveillance.
You do have one. I want to go ahead and grab security onto you. And then eventually remove marked.
Offering support. Lending my expertise.
Wave of fear. Every single time I get close to 5, I get hit with these stupid wave of fear crap. Oh well.
Surveillance complete.
Found an Exodus counselor.
Prepping for mission.
Yeah, not looking good
The people will come to our
for
side.
getting after the 13th. But oh well. It's whatever. Ship was launched. Fantastic. Foxtrot 91. Go to Jupiter. You don't have anything. Callisto. Is that the one that I was looking at earlier? It's not, but it's better. So, get there in 30 weeks. 82 weeks. 100 weeks. We'll do it in 30 weeks.
Mission.
Federate with no one. Demand claims. Request a nation that's not at war to transfer a non-capital, non-hostile region with a claim to this nation. Nations cannot be on a cooldown to improve relations. This will end any rivalry between the two nations and trigger a cooldown for the two nations to improve their relations again. Requires both nations have consolidated executive control. So we'll demand claim of Greenland. Close. They refused, and nothing happens. Okay. Victor 137 is launched towards Leo Tier 2 campus. Can you get up there in a reasonable time frame? 20 hours. So, no. Because they're going to get there in 6 minutes. So I'm glad that you told me about this in enough time that I can react. I think we need to. They don't have any defenses on here, so it's just the fleets. I do want to go to campus. Close. Save. And then they don't have any defenses, but we will engage, run an auto resolve, see how that does. That does fantastic, and lost 4 fighters as well. Except we got a fire control, an intelligence officer, and a first officer promoted. Select, destroy. It's a bunch of space docks. It's not even heavy fission piles. Yeah, destroy the hab. They're on my side for long enough. I do want to go ahead and look at crew chief. That's not new. Medical officer. I don't think this was new. But the first officer increases the chance of being promoted by 100% and overcome ECM by 3%. Fire control officer increases missiles' chance to overcome ECM and increases explosive, penetrator, and fragmentation missile damage by 10%. Fire control officer, it's the same thing. First officer, this is a lieutenant commander for first officer, which is now chances that an officer promoted by 200% and increases weapons chance to overcome ECM by 6%. Engineering officer, I don't know if we talked about this one, but it modifies internal damage taken by the ship by, I would assume, a negative 5%, you take less damage. And it changes the repair speed by a negative 20% as well, which is pretty good. So the Princeps, fire control officer, we already talked about. Propulsion, here is the other one. Intelligence officer increases all weapons' ability to overcome enemy ECM by 5%, and increases damage from all weapons except for nuclear antimatter by 5%, which is great because we have a lot to overcome. Destroyed those stations, which is fantastic. And go ahead and meet them. Why do I only have... No, it's right here, just spread out. Okay. I thought that I had lost somehow a battleship in that fight. It did. Okay, so we'll engage. I don't know why we're sending off the guys with no ship, no missiles whatsoever, but sure, engage, auto-resolve, accept, close, select, transfer back to shipyard. Victor 62 has launched towards low Earth orbit. Close. I do want to go here to plan rocket launch in low Earth orbits. Do orbital. Select. Leo 1, Tier 2, campus. Save. And then we're also going to go ahead and do another rocket launch in low Earth orbit 2. And for this one, their defense array, heavy fission reactor, military right here. Fantastic. Resupplied. Who can refit? Oh. Sure. Ooh, did both of them. Interesting. We finished with 75 days. I do now, thanks for reminding me. I want to go to ship classes, upgrade the Beast Block 3. Though I'm not sure if this will be an upgrade or if more of a side grade. But I want to go for railgun batteries. Yeah, it's not a... It is, okay, actually. That's good. Guardian mode, I want you to be all on attack mode. And then nose weapons don't have the next version of that, unfortunately. Utility modules, nothing new. We are going to get rid of the repair bay and grab I don't want armored struts because I'm not maxing out anything. That's what that would do. I'm not anywhere near that. We might go ahead and grab... Don't care about a battery. I do a heat sink, it's invalid. So might as well just leave it as this. So it stays as a valid refit option. So we'll finish that, which means I want to go ahead and obsolete the block 3. Which means I also want to go ahead and do cancel. Refit block 2 into the block 4. And there. This will be done in 75 days. Continue. Laos is no longer cracked down. Show gear. Set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
Laosina. Investigate.
Ready.
Shorten of the cog is good, but I don't have any room. So we're going to go ahead and do so.
Offering assistance.
Advising. We finished May 12th or May 5th now,
Person of interest surveilled.
so in a month and a half. This will be finished in 3 days. Victor 574 is in low Earth orbits. Improved coil cams will be finished also May 14th, so a month and a half. Solar mirror was finished. It's fantastic news. We're going to grab quantum batteries. And then when improved coil cannon is finished, I'll go for the ultraviolet arc laser cannons.
Public sentiment is increasing.
And Asian Combine, 70% public support. I'm going to bring them over to America in a bit, or the USNA rather. And have them do that.
correction complete.
Federate. Am I off on my months? I am. I can't read. That's May 13th, not March. Herp to frickin' dirt, man. Seek peace. No, because I want X's to work on military. Because it's better than them working on spoils. You can't really demand a claim, because they're just going to say no, and that's that. I can't declare war on Haiti, because if I go and make them a rival and then declare war too fast, I just lose all of my cohesion. So... Federation... Yeah, we'll just cancel. It was a bit of a waste, but oh well. What else was he going to do? Something useful? Psh. Whatever. Okay. Joking aside, we're probably going to have him go and federate. This one is. You want to look at that? This one is available. Maybe I got them mixed up. Shigir. Set national policy here.
On my way to the capital.
Shina. Investigate. No one really. Actually, Alien Nation, I definitely don't want y'all to do. So we'll do Alien Nation, sabotage,
Breaching lab security.
and then we'll move to a Protectorate Counselor
Offering counsel.
and sabotage them.
Mission is a no-go.
Sir Francis Drake.
Improved shipbuilding techniques is finished. Fantastic. We want that ship with a line. Rapid repairing materials also pretty good. I believe that increases our repair speed, but I could be wrong. Mission to Saturn, space medicines. So preparing software. We'll grab space tourism.
The people will come to our side.
Mission complete.
Unify with North Korea. Ship with a line. Also got exotic armor that takes, obviously, exotics, hence the name. Space tourism is finished.
Where I come from.
We're gonna grab space medicine. Orbital core for materials is finished. Victor 574 is in Tiangong orbit. I don't think that's Mars, is it? No. I'm not really sure why you're telling me that. Stations. Yeah, that's a resistance station. They destroyed. Might be coming after us next.
Acknowledged.
Shagir, I want you to... I don't have a claim on Pakistan, do I? No. Or at least not yet. Allow. Can't do anything until September. I want you to investigate. No, I want you to destroy Megafauna.
Heading to the LZ.
Faustina,
Here.
investigate
Tracking
this guy.
target.
Nothing I care about there. 40 more days for those. We'll do that. Ship designer. Don't want anything on the battleship, so we're fine. This will be military. Leo 2, Tier 2, Tier T, there we are, Tier 2, military. Also have a military already, so we'll do military 2. I am very creative, as you can see. But joking aside, it does make it significantly easier to tell what everything is. Fantastic. Task Force Terra is down at... What is it? The shipyard. Not at Matt's. Victor 18 is launched targeting Foxtrot 91. I'm not super surprised about that. They'll get there in 80 days.
I will help them.
It's a frigate and a battlecruiser, which seems like overkill for a escort with no weapons. Like, it's got two auto... I guess it does have a light coil cannon. And 2 autocannons, but still, this seems like a little overkill. There's no armor on it, but whatever. This is what I was really expecting. I didn't really expect to get that all the way there.
We've got some intel on our target.
Component armoring is available. So the next one, we will not be sending on a suicide mission. It's going to go into the outer asteroid station. Victor 62 has arrived at low Earth orbit 1. That says 590. Victor 484 has launched towards a low Mercury orbit. Hydra biowarfare has been finished. The revelation that, for all their arrogance, the Hydra have a deep-seated fear of biological assault has been a guiding light as we seek an easier way to slaughter them, and ultimately defeat them once and for all. Our studies have confirmed that, due to the invaders' very nature, a particular form of bioweapon is indeed their Achilles heel. Our virologists have been able to exploit this weakness to devastating effect in small-scale testing, but doing so at the scale required to put an end to their inhuman threat will require greater innovation.
We found the weapon that can win this war, Colonel.
We completed the Research Hydra Biowarfare objective. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we got some good news. We finally learned why the Hydras are so frantic about the possibility of biological warfare. Those parasites they use to talk to each other go straight into the most vulnerable part of the Hydra's system without being filtered at all, which means that if those parasites contain something harmful, it gets full access. It's like a human eating poison, but the Hydra can't vomit or spit it out. Of course, there's bad news as well. While parasites make it incredibly easy to infect a Hydra with a bioweapon, they don't make them any easier to kill. The virologists tried a dozen different viruses designed to attack Hydra tissue or cell structure. None worked. The Hydra immune system is just too strong. As soon as the virus started to spread, the Hydra leukocytes would adapt and wipe it out. Okay, so this isn't going into the AAR, After Action Report. One of our virologists is a guy called Dr. S. You haven't heard of him, but you'd recognize his work. I really don't want to bring him on board, but a handful of people who knew him admitted that he was the best, and he delivered. Dr. S took a different approach to the rest of the team. Instead of trying to beat the Hydra immune system, he came up with a way of compromising it. His virus mitigates Migrates to a part of the Hydra anatomy they're calling the bursa, the Hydra equivalent to bone marrow. Doesn't do any damage, just changes the recipe. The altered bursa produces altered leukocytes, and the altered leukocytes attack the Hydra system. Basically, it takes that super strong immune system that the Hydra have and turns it against them. It starts slow, but once it gets going, well, let's just say it's effective. I've seen the tests, and I honestly believe that we've got the weapon that can win this war. Now, we need a delivery system. Ships of the line. We're not going to research the wormhole, because I'm 90% sure researching the wormhole announces our win condition, which means that no one works with us anymore. 90% sure. But I'm not going to take that chance just yet, as we're not anywhere near being ready for that research anyways. Ooh, I did want to go... We lost one of the control points at Kazakhstan. Or Turkmenistan, rather. No, it's Uzbekistan. Just all the stands. Unfortunate, but oh well. We're losing control or support here in the USNA. Victor 140 is on low Earth orbit. UFO has crashed down in Russia. We're going to grab Bai Shah.
Your orders?
And he's going to come here and increase public support.
Must persuade the people.
And then next turn, he will also run a policy mission to unify with Costa Rica. Because we can't get that in this turn. Task Force Terra, not quite finished yet. We are 30 days out. We have all of our missions set. The legislature control point Costa Rica has no valid priorities, so it's been set to the economy. Oh, did they max out funding? They did. You haven't been doing anything except for economy. Interesting. Okay. You, what about... I think you might as well do boost, huh? They don't even have a military. Huh. At least these have a military. Anyhow. So our next mission.
Offering assistance. Lending my expertise.
Improved coil cannon, not Gannon, with ultraviolet arc laser cannon. It's now our next one. And then we're now going to go to ship classes. The Block 4. You're going to go ahead and grab that. Fantastico. Everything's finished there. Yes. And this is just going to be the Beast. Not good spell. Save design. Ship classes. We're going to obsolete you.
I have new information.
I do want to go ship construction. Do that. Amy,
Winning their hearts and minds.
I want you to grab a science? No, security.
What we're doing,
Space medicine has been finished.
people are going.
we're going to go ahead and grab Diamondoids. Once the batteries was finished, we're going to grab salvage bays.
Target destroyed.
Orbital core for the campus has been finished, and for military too. South Africa had their resistance purged out of them. Materials is finished. Medical center is available. We'll grab that in a bit. Adrian was spotted. We're gonna have her go to ground for a mission.
Evading pursuit. What's the op?
Ready for orders.
Doing alright.
Your orders?
Fernando.
Investigating.
Investigate that person.
Going into hiding.
5 mission completed. We can help, so we should.
Surveillance complete.
They detained our counselor. Oh,
I'm ready
not-
to sabotage the mission.
not really, but yes. What did she do? Nothing yet. Exodus and the servants are fighting. How'd you lose 2 battlecruisers?
Public opinion is
Hold
moving
on,
in our
wait a dang
direction.
minute. How did you lose 2 battlecruisers? They're light rail cannons. I'm so confused. How you managed to do that?
Prepping for the
That's
next
just sad. Project Exodus, let's go see what your fleet is like. Exodus. Frigates. Frigates. Destroyer and frigate. Frigate. Frigate, escort. You're only 2 battlecruisers, and you just threw them away like that? Okay. Up to you, I suppose. But there weren't even good corvettes. Victor 780 or 478 is in low Mars orbit.
Target secured.
Solar mirror array is available. Fantastic news is that our inequality is down below 4. It's at moderate now, which is great. This means our unrest is also dropping. Our 2 refits are now available back in our fleet. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we just lost that then, which is so freaking fantastic. I love exo fighters. They're such a great addition to the game. They really are. So they just completely destroyed that because now we have to go and every time I launch an orbital, we can't put anything on it until we get... I need to look at this stupid thing. Nope. I want not that at all, actually. I want to view them. Kind of wish. Okay, well, we'll just do layer defense array. Actually, no, we're not even going to do that. No, might as well. And then campus, overwrite. And then we'll have Task Force Terra. Split. 102, I want you to transfer to here. Terra, I want you to come out to military 2. And then this, you're going to be Leo Tier 2 Campus, and we shall rename this and rebuild it for the 7th time. And this is why you never want to go for exofighters. You're hardly ever going to use them, but the AI will build them out of crappy nations that can't even feed their own people, and they will blow up all your stuff.
Offering support.
It's not like you can defend it before it's made. So the only option is to build a small power station and a point defense array before you build everything else up, and then just gradually move it out. And it's so incredibly annoying. By Shah, I want you to grab a command. Automated Solar here is available.
I will help them.
Fleets have arrived, and they'll just sit there until we finish that up. Superconducting coil batteries available.
We've got some intel on our target.
I do want to go ahead and build a battleship that's got lasers. Utility modules, laser engine, heatsink, battery, targeting array. Might as well grab an ECM. Radiators, standard. Helicon drive. Armor. You're going to be 30 as well. And there we have it. Or if we get rid of this, we can do one of these. Target range of 850 kilometers. This one's only 700, so yeah, we'll just do that instead. And this also does a 10 megajoule increase. Utility module. Okay, I'm glad that didn't actually compare. Sure. That's what I'm looking for, though. This will be not the Beast. This will be the Cyclops. Confirm. Cyclops is slightly cheaper as well. Working on those two there. Military 2 has gotten all of its defenses online. Just to make sure. Fantastic. Which means that Terra can go down Foxtrot 102. And then Foxtrot 102 can merge with Task Force Terra. We've reached full democracy here in America. It's pretty great. That means our cohesion is sitting at a 4.05, though one of those is from war. And then our subversion is going down to 1.7. And that's mostly because we don't have a high GDP anymore. Shakir,
Standing by for orders.
investigate. No, I want you to... You can now unify, right? No, it's September. You declare war on Cambodia? You can. So we're going to declare war on
Time to
Cambodia.
make our move.
Don't know where I'm going. I want to be here. Confirm.
Offering assistance.
No one else wants augments.
Lending my
Oop,
expertise.
we're a little bit over time. So after this mission, we will go ahead and call it there.
Person of interest surveilled.
Victor 484 is on low Mercury orbits. I assume doing nothing good,
We've moved the
but
needle.
could be wrong. Mercury... Oh, there's a bunch of stations here, I suppose. Continue. Did they just leave? They did. They went, said hi, I suppose, picked up the mail, and left. Which, hey, if they want to burn 500 KPS to get there, then more than welcome to. Speaking of, we are going to need to start mopping up some of the spaces nearby, because they're using those as jumping points to get into the inner system, which is, as you might expect, suboptimal.
Policy direction.
We're going to declare war upon Cambodia, Algeria, and Japan, because Algeria was to be in this war. You now have 5 armies? Oh. Ships of the line have been finished. Fan-flippin-tastic. We don't have orbital cores yet, so not doing a whole lot at the moment, but improved rail cannons I don't really care about. Army dispersion tactics, I'm already working on military stuff. We could go for thermal mining techniques. The 74th Army Group is engaging. And the Marathon and Guinea-Bissau. Yes, indeed. The 77th is engaging. By Shaw was spotted in Washington.
Where to? I will try
Public
to sway
campaign.
Where do you-
Shakir investigates.
We'll recon the site.
Ready to
And
go.
then I want you to investigate as well. You cannot investigate that one. Unfortunate. Yeah, I guess just investigate Romania.
We'll see what they're up to.
This Romanian fella. Confirm assignments. Oh, I did say we're going to end there. So, thank you all so very much for coming out for episode 11 of my Terra Invicta Humanity First series. In this episode, we got quite a bit brought into the Pan-Asian Combine, as it's now known. We got Pyongyang, North Korea. We got Bangkok, Thailand. And we're about to get in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and as well as Laos, which I should have done. No, this will be in September. Right. For the USA, we got this one we definitely could have. Oh well. This, for the USA, we got in Panama, and next episode we will get in Costa Rica and Belize. Then maybe a couple of these. We shall see. For space, we got our dreadnoughts, finally. So, next episode, we will go ahead and design a dreadnought class battleship, because dreadnoughts can get these juicy, heavy siege coilers. Because, those are hard to kill, and they pack quite the punch, sitting at 600 kilograms mass. Not quite up to the spinal siege coiler, which is 800 kilograms of mass. But that will be only on the Titans, I believe. Or maybe the Lancers. I really can't remember. But anyhow, all for next episode. So thank you all so very much, and I will see y'all in the next one.